Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. In 2017, we were all gripped by the breaking news of a newly discovered void inside the Great Pyramid, large enough to be another Grand Gallery and situated inside the pyramid at a place that could connect various hidden shafts as outlined in previous videos. The mysteries of the Great Pyramid look closer to being solved as the world awaits the news of what will be found inside this hidden chamber. But one researcher has come out on record to state that in actual fact there may not be a hidden chamber at all, and it is all just an unfortunate misinterpretation of the scientific results. The chamber is said to be huge, at least 30 metres long, located in the heart of the structure. Specialists exploited the deep penetrating abilities of cosmic rays by placing sensitive plates at the pyramid's base to see if any shadows of unknown voids would appear, and as we all know, they found what they were looking for. Egyptologists and alternative researchers alike erupted in excitement, and the media called it the discovery of the century. What treasures would it contain? What mysteries could it solve? Well, according to Egyptologist David Lightbody, the void doesn't even exist. He was surprised that the findings expressed little doubt regarding the conclusions that were drawn from the results. This he thought was quite worrying, particularly as there have been several other recent embarrassments where archaeological data has been misinterpreted due to excessive excitement. So what is he worried about, and what does he know that the other experts don't? Well, the Great Pyramid covers 5.2 hectares, and originally stood at 146 metres tall. It is at least 4,500 years old, and many believe it is far older. It is the world's greatest enigmatic structure. So much time and effort has been spent studying it, so many official and independent works have been published. We thought we had discovered everything there is to discover, we just don't know how to interpret the observations with any sort of clarity and consensus. So when there is a newly discovered chamber inside the Great Pyramid, the first discovery of its kind since the 1800s, why hasn't the world been more sceptical? Well, we've heard phrases like cosmic muons and blindly believed the Scan Pyramids project team due to their confidence in the discovery. After all, it is science, and it was conducted by an independent body, and not even the most sceptical mind can argue too much with that. We were told that there was a 1 in a million chance that the results were a fluke. Scientist Mehdi Taoubi said in a press briefing, "We don't know for the moment if it's horizontal or inclined, or if it is made from one structure or several successive structures. What we do know is that the void is there, that it is impressive, and that it was not expected by any kind of theory." But no pyramid interpretation model, from the tomb theory and the water pump, to the power station and the Tesla-style wireless transmitter, requires any further chambers to work. The chambers are actually a thorn in the side of everybody who has researched and written about the Great Pyramid. Every theory on the table now has to be remodelled if indeed there is a void there. No similar chambers have been found in any other Egyptian pyramid. The find was totally unexpected, and although authorities are hesitant about digging their way through this truly unique and precious ancient monument, they are being pushed into allowing an independently controlled exploratory robot into the pyramid due to the scale of the media attention the story has generated. If they were not allowed to explore the new void, there would be a public outcry. But now, Dr. Lightbody suggests that there isn't even anything to explore, that there is no hidden void in the Great Pyramid. But how could this be? Well, checking the position of the cosmic ray sensing plates against the pyramid's own internal chambers reveals an intriguing alignment. The paths the telltale rays must have travelled to produce their results must pass along the edges of the known Grand Gallery, and the steeply angled Grand Gallery is an uncomfortable fit inside the Great Pyramid's otherwise blocky shape. What this means is that there are likely to be many small construction voids between the flush-fitting Grand Gallery blocks and the core stones that make up the pyramid around it. Dr. Lightbody explains, "Geometric calculations indicate that the new features on the scans, which were interpreted as produced by a single big void viewed from two directions, located 40 metres out towards the north face of the structure, could in fact have been produced by two smaller void zones closer to the centre of the pyramid, one on either side of the Grand Gallery structure." He continues, "On one side the small voids would be aligned with a detector and would form a zone that was almost a continuous void directed at the plate. Of course, like the existence of a mysterious void, it is not certain if such construction gaps are actually in place around the Grand Gallery. but you can argue that it makes more architectural sense than a second hidden Grand Gallery. The known Grand Gallery would have been a piece of complex engineering. It is built at an inclination of 26.5 degrees, contracting inwards as it rises. Therefore, the interface between the Grand Gallery structure and the core limestone blocks would have been a challenge, particularly if they were erected at different times, which is certainly possible. Cutting individual, geometrically complicated blocks to fill the resulting cavities would have been difficult, time-consuming, and not even necessary, and so leaving gaps is certainly possible. Yes, the internal shafts of the Great Pyramid are built with precision, but these are the functional elements of the structure. We don't know how precise the core masonry really is or was intended to be. If Lightbody is correct, he expects twin void zones to be located on either side of the Grand Gallery, where it meets the core block layers. Such features could have produced the unexpected, new, and very long signals seen on the muon detection plates, which run parallel to the long axis of the Grand Gallery. Cosmic ray detectors create low-resolution, two-dimensional images, which must then be extrapolated into a 3D perspective. A variety of 3D angles can produce the same 2D effects, such as gaps along the edges of the existing Grand Gallery, or of course the presence of a large void, which was the interpretation released to the media by the Scan Pyramids project. Egyptologist Zahi Hawass will welcome Lightbody's view, who, in 2017, said, "The pyramid is full of voids, and that does not mean there is a secret chamber or a new discovery." Although a new exploratory robot is being developed, the Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities still have to give final approval for any internal drilling and investigation. This alternative interpretation from Lightbody and the backlash from Hawass may mean that we may never know if there really is a secret chamber inside the pyramid. Whether or not there is a hidden void, many people don't actually want scientists to poke around, drilling holes into the structure and want it to be left alone. Personally, I'm surprised there isn't another geophysical way to verify the claims from the Scan Pyramids project, and if there is, these tests certainly need to be undertaken, if, of course, they are allowed. A new enormous void inside the Great Pyramid would certainly be one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in a generation, so surely there is another way to authenticate the Scan Pyramids project's claims. Either way, I do hope that more work gets the go-ahead, as I am convinced that there are a number of hidden chambers inside the pyramid, and that currently we are not seeing the complete picture. Thank you very much for watching this news update from Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.